this Wasting Technology. So today we are talking about hexadecimal. Actually, I've created other course when it has to do with hexadecimal in C programming, but this time around we are printing out hexadecimal value using Python, and it's so amazing, it's so simple. In fact, Python is one of the most simplest code I've ever come across. So so we're asked to write a program that prints all number from 0 to 98 in decimal and in hexadecimal. So we are printing from 0 to 98, and at the same time we are doing that in decimal and also in hexadecimal. Decimal is the actual number, like base 10, like 1 2 3 4 5 6, while hexadecimal is the converted form of the base 10 into hexadecimal, as in the following example. So this is the example I've given. So for instance, 0 is equals to 0x0, 1 is equals to 0x1, 2 is equals to 0x2, 3 is equals to 0x3, and so on. So you can only use one loop in your code. So you're permitted to make use of one loop. You are not allowed to store numbers or strings in a variable. So we are not going to make use of a variable. We are not allowed to import any models. We are not importing anything. So it's just a straightforward. That means whatever we are going to be doing here is built in Python programming language. So that is it. So let's not waste much time and let's get started. So I will go on to where we have our terminal. So without wasting much time, let's start coding. So I'm going to clear my screen, and I'm going to navigate to our joints. Then so we are there. So I'm going to clear. So these are our joints where we drink, actually. Sorry, not drink. Okay, so we are here. So if we check, this is what we have there, the project we have done so far. So we are going to create the fourth project for that. So the name of the file is 4-print hexa.py. So that is what we are dealing with. So we just open that right away without wasting time. So the first thing, it tells you that this is very, very, very important and should be included in our code. So like that, and that is all. So we are about using the for loop. So I'm just gonna put for, then loop. I can just call it DEC, which stands for decimal. I told you that we can use anything. I can decide to put DEC, I can decide to put HEX or whatever I want to put in there. It does not matter. Except it is specified for you. They ask you to use something specific. So you can use anything for now. So for in. So I'm going to create a range of number that is going to loop from 0 to 98. So how to do that? You just type range like this, then you open your stuff like this. So inside it, I'll put 0, which is the first range, comma, then I'm going to put 98. Now, if I put 98 like this, I want you to remember that in our previous class that whenever there's 98, it's going to loop from 0 to 97. So because of that, I'm going to remove the 98 and put 99 there. So we have a complete 98 loop. So it's going to loop from 0 to 99, and that settles that. Now the next thing we are going to be doing here is we are going to be printing out some stuff to the screen. So actually, if I do print like this, then I want to print out, let me use a format string. So something like this. Then I now decided to say nothing to add there. So they did not tell us to remove new line or add new line. So actually we are just going to leave it like that. So I'm just putting format. I'm not putting any end statement. Now if we go up and want to print our DEC like this, let's print that out. So escape, then WQ. So I want to print that out. So actually I need to change the mode because it's white. I need it to be the other color, CH mode, U plus X, like that, then 4. Good. So I'm going to check that. So we have that. So I'll put slash, then 4. Good. So you can see we have a loop that runs from 0 to 98. So we need to add our equals to sign to in our format. Our equals to sign should be included. So let's see how we can add the equals to sign. We come to insert, then move here, and I'm going to put my equals to sign here, right? So now let's escape and run that and see how it looks like. You can see we having why am I saying equal to sign? Okay, yeah, everything have equals to sign. I was really thinking, oh, what's happening? So that was for the previous one, all these previous here. So this is working with. So all these have our equals to sign. So that's that. Now, the next thing I'm going to add is, is another coily braces that is going to receive the other part of what we want. Now, we should take note that to print a hexadecimal form of anything, we need a function called hex. Hex converts your decimal number to what? Hexadecimal. So let's try that at hex. So inside it, you create that function, hex function. Then you are going to put your DEC inside, right? So something like that. So this DEC, if I put 1, this DEC is looping at the same time. So when DC is 1, year 2 is 1, so hex 1 will give you the hexadecimal form of your answer, and so on like that. So we are going to run that and see. So you can see what we have here on the screen. I don't know, this thing is always confusing. Let me clear my screen before I get confused. Okay, so you see this, starting from 0 is equals to 0x0, 1 is equals to 0x1, like that. You can see what we are having, converting it for us. That's what the hex function is doing. This hex function is doing. So if it is 1 that is there, it's going to give us 1. So that is how it works. So you can even play with that by doing something like this. Then you say hex, you can put 50 there, and you can see the output is out, 0x32. You can see that is printed out. Can you see that? You can go in and remove and put 25. I don't know what that's gonna print. You can see what we have there. So that is that. for that. So I hope you guys understand this, and please make sure you subscribe, you like, share to groups, share to friends, and well wishers. Well wishers. Whenever I'm short of words, I just say nonsense. So thanks for watching and see you next tutorial.